For years, Brits have been sold the dream of a new paradise life in Australia. Every year, nearly 30,000 people emigrate there, and many head for the vibrant city of Sydney. Attracted to the harbour lifestyle, the sunshine, and the 70 beaches up and down the coast. We'll go on patrol with Bondi Beach lifeguard John.
You do grab someone in there as they're going underwater and you think, phew, that was very close.
Young British family Lily, Simon and Layla are experiencing their first Aussie Christmas.
What do you think the weather is like here? Boiling hot!
We'll catch up with Londoner Marilyn.
See you later.
As she awaits a very special visitor.
I'm really nervous. Yeah. Silly, isn't it?
And we'll discover the reality of a dream life down under. Summertime in Australia starts on the 1st of December. So while people in the UK prepare for Christmas by wrapping up in scarves and jumpers, Sydney-siders flock to the beach to stay cool. However, British family Lily, Simon and daughter Layla are going shopping.
There were two monkeys who grew up together.
And this is no ordinary summertime trip to the shops.
Today we're going Christmas shopping. It's literally the most bizarre thing I'm experiencing because it's beach weather and I've got to go now think of how to make my house look festive and snowy.
Having only been together in Sydney for 10 months, this young family are preparing for their first Christmas away from home.
Sai, I'm going to park you with Layla and I'm going to go and whiz around, okay? I think I'm going to go for something quite neutral that I can use for probably the next 20 years.
They transferred to Australia with work in 2010, earning much higher salaries in the process. Simon works in construction and Lily in financial news.
I think we were both really getting just sick of the grind of the UK. Layla, do you like these? Look! It was a bit of a tough situation for everyone, really. So when this opportunity came up to come here, it was a bit of a no-brainer, really. Leaving your family is never an easy thing to sort of contemplate, but I think the economy was a major, major factor. It's thriving. It's a very kind of optimistic place. So that's, I think, the biggest reason that we came over.
For Simon, there was the added attraction of having the world's largest natural harbour on his doorstep.
In the UK, I have my own boat, but you only generally use it for 6 months of the year because, you know, the weather's so awful in the winter. Funny enough, the best weather here in Sydney is the winter. It's completely blue sky, there's no rain, very dry and about 21 degrees most days. So I think last winter, every Sunday I came down here, it was a blue sky morning and beautiful weather for 10 weeks solid.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
Up until now, they've been adjusting to Australian life well. But for Lily, this festive season is going to be very different from what she's used to.
It's going to be a really weird Christmas for me because we're a big family. There are lots and lots of cousins and kids, and I'll probably get lots of gift vouchers. And that makes me a bit sad because I like opening the socks my mum buys me, and I don't know, maybe she senses what I'm feeling and will post one to me.
The summertime temperature in Sydney can reach into the high 30s, and outdoor pools are a perfect way to cool off. Today, Londoner Marilyn is having a swimming lesson from an Olympic coach.
I've got all the gear, look. They say all the gear, no idea, but I do have an idea. It's absolutely stupendous. The water is beautiful. It's heated all year round that it's open. If you're a swimmer, if you like serious swimming, this is the place to be. It's wonderful. I love it. So I'm here quite a lot.
After a series of health scares, 59-year-old Marilyn recently moved to Sydney to be closer to her two daughters. And since arriving, she's really felt the benefits of the Aussie lifestyle.
It was really coming here that sparked me off big time to get much, much better.
She's looking forward to spending Christmas with her daughters, but there'll be one important person missing. 12,000 miles away in Chingford, Essex, husband Ray has felt unable to leave their frail dog, Harry.
Yeah, Harry. He's not right, I know that.
But after 37 years of marriage, they're making the most of a difficult situation.
Obviously, we're spending quite a lot of time apart at the moment, but I think it is a positive endorsement of the strength of our marriage. When I wake up, I think of Marilyn, and when she's done her exercise regime, maybe she even thinks of me. So we're still in pretty good shape.
We had a lovely time. Thank you for my lovely flowers. Every night we speak for about an hour. Yeah, he phones. It's great. I look forward to him ringing. It's lovely.
We weren't quite able to manage the walk with Harry. He's been a bit off colour overnight.
Oh, no.
He's off his grub, and the one thing he will condescend to take is a biscuit.
OK, so he wasn't able to go. Well, no, hopefully he'll be OK tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope so.
OK, darling, we love you lots. Thank you so much.
Love you too. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
With its golden sand and turquoise sea, Sydney's world-famous Bondi Beach attracts up to 400,000 visitors during the month leading up to Christmas. But there's danger lurking. Strong currents, known as rips, can pull people out to sea. Here you'll find the famous Bondi lifeguards, the epitome of Aussie manhood, who are on hand to keep everyone safe. Though not all of them are Aussies.
How do you know if there's sharks in the water?
There's someone up in the tower sort of keeping an eye on things, and you'll see a fin swim along. You'll see a big black fin. I think you'll see everyone running out the water, so you won't have to worry.
52-year-old John is from Southampton.
It's not a bad place to work, though. I've been worse places. All these swimmers in front, straight to shore, please. There's people being rescued straight in front on the jet ski.
Originally an engineer, John packed it all in 14 years ago to become a Sydney lifeguard.
I think I was 38. A job had come to an end, a relationship wasn't going that well. I suppose you could call it a midlife crisis, but I think I've had quite a few midlife crises. It took someone else to snap me out of it, to say, look, you said you were going to go, you go, and you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to do it, I'll do it. Because there was a sort of plan in the back of mind to sort of cycle around Australia, but it's taken 14 years, I haven't really got out of Bondi much.
On such a busy beach, the word lifeguard is quite literal.
People have died. Yeah. Kid gets in trouble, and the father jumps in, and the mother jumps in, and then they can lose the whole family.
An infamous February day in 1938 would later become known as Black Sunday. Freak waves left 300 people stranded in the sea, and despite a heroic effort by Bondi's surf lifesavers, 5 people lost their lives. Today, tourists are often oblivious to the dangers of the Pacific Ocean.
We've had days when we've done 200 rescues. You're in and out of the water, you're paddling out, it can be hectic days. Other days, it can be no rescues.
So John and his fellow lifeguards have to stay constantly vigilant. A strong rip has formed at South Bondi, and John spots a panicking girl being pulled further out to sea.
Down that way, there's a couple more just on their way out here.
I was trying to come to the beach, but it's always go back, and it was very hard. And then he came to me and he helped me.
It's a lot of satisfaction when someone comes up to you and says, thanks for saving my life, and you think, well, I didn't really think it was that big a deal, but you just, because you're doing it as a job. But sometimes, a few times a year, you do grab someone in there as they're going underwater, and you think, phew, that was very close, and that could have easily been that would have been a death.
In Queenscliff, North Sydney, Marilyn has received a distressing call from the UK.
Ray phoned me and he said, "How was your day?" The first thing I said, "No, well first, how's Harry? Because you said he was under the weather." And it was that point he told me that Harry died. He'd had to have him put down. And I said, "Were you there?" And he said, "I'm sorry, I couldn't be there, I couldn't." And I know, because it's so much harder for him, because he's been his little companion for the last year, and that's been his one bit of solace, and now he's on his own.
The only glimmer of hope to come from this news is that now perhaps Ray and Marilyn can be reunited. But Ray's having doubts about leaving the UK.
I suppose there's one big factor is familiarity, of course. You know, 70 years in England, I'm not saying it's better than anywhere else, it's just the place I know.
The average age that people emigrate to Australia is 27. Ray is in his late 60s. So will he leave everything behind and move to Sydney?
The other option is I go home 2 or 3 months a year, see him, and then the next 6 months he comes here for 2 or 3 months a year. But I think, being realistic, it's not a marriage then. If that's what we're going to do, where is that going? Where is it? It's not really a future together anymore. It's just like friends.
Now we are offering you the chance to spend 14 nights in fantastic Sydney, courtesy of Austravel and Etihad Airways. One lucky winner and 3 guests will cruise the famous Sydney Harbour landmarks, explore the beautiful Blue Mountains, get up close to some of Australia's local wildlife and relax on gorgeous golden beaches. With your choice of luxury beachside accommodation or vibrant city apartment, plus an amazing £5,000 spending money. For your chance to win, answer the following question correctly. What's the name of the world's largest barrier reef located off the coast of Australia? A, the Little Barrier Reef, B, the Great Barrier Reef, C, the Giant Barrier Reef. Call 0901 29 39 123. Calls should cost no more than £1.03 from BT landlines. Other networks may be higher and mobiles considerably more. Text your answer A, B or C to 88444. Text costs £1 plus 1 standard network rate message. You can also enter for free at itv.com. Entrants must be 18 or over. Date restrictions will apply. Entries made after lines close at 10 AM on Saturday the 2nd of June will not be counted but may still be charged. Good luck. It's early evening, and Sydney Airport is buzzing with travellers. Over 30 million people pass through its terminals every year, but Marilyn is waiting for one very special arrival.
I'm really nervous. Yeah. Silly, isn't it?
After over 18 months of living on the other side of the world, husband Ray is due to arrive just in time for Christmas.
I want him to have a chance to really live and get to experience Sydney as a resident rather than as a holidaymaker. And to that end, I hope that he'll just settle in the place and just enjoy living there. He's going to like it though, I think he'll like it.
Don't she look wonderful? Can you believe it? This girl, she looks about 35, doesn't she? Amazing. Wish I could say the same myself.
Ray will be spending the next 3 months in Sydney, but will he decide to spend the rest of his life here? Christmas Day, Oz style. And here they never dream of a white Christmas. It's 26 degrees and the beaches are filling up. But someone has to keep people safe, so lifeguard John is back on duty.
Love it, it's enjoy. It's nice to get that. It's great to be down here. You can jump in for a swim, you can cool down. Everyone's pretty relaxed. No, you couldn't think of really anywhere better way to spend your Christmas day, for me.
And it's not only John. Thousands of Brits flock to Bondi Beach for Christmas Day.
I don't know where they all come from. It's like, wow, it's just they all end up here for the day. I think maybe if they're all the people that are travelling around in their vans, they all seem to congregate here, and it's tradition. And I think if I was travelling, I was 30 years younger, I'd be down.
It doesn't feel like Christmas.
Oh, good time to get here, isn't it? Just getting out of England when it just starts. Winter's coming.
It starts to snow. Yeah, it's just started snowing in England.
Is it?
Yeah.
So what do you do for Christmas? Just wander around the beach and...
No, we've got a Orphans Christmas, so we're going to spend Christmas Day with some friends.
Scottish.
For John, working on the 25th of December is a small price to pay.
I just didn't imagine I'd end up this way of life. It's great, really. I feel healthy. A job I sort of really enjoy, which is great. It's like gave me a whole different life.
But not all Poms can be found on the beach. Over at Lily and Simon's, it's an altogether more traditional affair. They've got English friends over for dinner, and despite the hot weather, there's not a barbecue in sight.
Roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, red cabbage, roast potatoes. Yeah, normal. We didn't go turkey this year.
I think this feels like a Christmas house. Like, great friends, lots of decorations, too much food, presents. It's Christmas.
Over 4 million Brits will be overseas for Christmas, and Australia is one of the top destinations.
It's the cinnamon. Cinnamon makes everything like smell Christmassy and like lovely. Ha ha ha. Yes. Here you go. This is a masterpiece.
It is the gravy.
Delicious.
Wish it was
Hats are compulsory, hats must go on.
Merry Christmas. Cheers, darling. Simon.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Cheers.
In the north of Sydney, in Manly, Marilyn has convinced Ray to share their first Aussie Christmas on the beach.
Huh? You going to paddle? Oh, go on then. No, Ray, you're supposed to go in between the flags, just to keep everybody happy, do the right thing. He was a bit grumpy this morning because he wasn't really happy about coming down the beach. I don't think Christmas on the beach was appealing. See, he's so traditional. He looks English. If you didn't know he was English, you'd know, wouldn't you? You could tell. I've not done it before. It's brilliant. Look at this. This is fabulous.
While Ray's left to paddle, Marilyn hangs out with some of her Aussie pals.
Carol! Hello!
Just a great time.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. So this is your first Christmas in
My
Australia?
first Christmas. And the thing is, my husband's here. He's here, yes, he's here. And look, he's lost. He's looking for me. He looks like a little lost dog. He can't. He's going, where is she? She's run off and left. I better go and find her. Right. They said, where's your husband? I said, there he is. Looking like a little lost dog. Come on.
Marilyn has a recipe that she hopes will get Ray into the Christmas spirit.
So if you buy wine, which is not really very nice, which is red or white, my magic solution is to put some Ribena in it and then top up with soda water, and hey presto, you have fizzy champagne. It's delicious. You do need a sweet tooth though, I have to say.
When she says it's delicious, I think she means it's quite delicious. So happy Christmas.
Cheers, darling. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
Really lovely.
With dinner over, it's time for presents. And thanks to technology, Lily's family in London can join in the fun with an early morning wake-up call.
Hello, how are you? Well, come on, let's do presents. Get your presents. Where's Dad?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Daddy. Wake up.
Not everyone shares Lily's excitement. Her sister Dee is not a morning person.
It's 10 to 8. What are you doing?
Go and get your presents. Get with the program.
No, because it's 10 to 8.
But it's Christmas Day.
I'm Indian. This is such organised fun.
Video calling has enabled Brits living in Oz to share experiences in a way previous generations could never have imagined.
My mother is what feels like a million miles away, but I Skype her almost every day, and it's amazing. It's like changed our life.
Oh my gosh. Oh, lovely. Oh my God.
But despite the help of technology, the lure of home is always strong for some Brits.
I love Sydney, and I regard our move here as a really good adventure, a great opportunity. But that does not take anything away from the fact that London is my hometown. So it's a recharge mission, and I think we'll be here for a few years, which is a good time to kind of experience the country and feel brilliant about life again, and then go back and see how much of England we can take.
After 3 months in Sydney, Ray's returned to Chingford and now faces a big decision about his and Marilyn's future.
It almost felt like home. When I'd been there that length of time, I'd fallen into the way of life there, which was very pleasant. Coming back to what you're familiar with in the UK was a pleasure too. But I do miss Marilyn, and I miss the children. Don't be surprised if you come by here in a year and see a house for sale. Could happen, could well happen, I think.
Next time, we'll go on shift with Nurse Dell at Sydney's busiest A&E department.
So, whilst under the influence of alcohol, you thought that practically raw burger is a good idea.
We'll meet Karen and Ali as they fulfil a lifelong dream.
Here's to being Australian.
You got that too?
And we'll spend time with new dad Andrew as he comes to terms with the cost of living in Sydney.
I will always have something to complain about. I'm British.
Years, Brits have been sold the dream of a new paradise life in Australia. Every year, nearly 30,000 people emigrate there, and many head for the vibrant city of Sydney. Attracted to the harbour lifestyle, the sunshine, and the 70 beaches up and down the coast. We'll go on patrol with Bondi Beach lifeguard John.
You do grab someone in there as they're going underwater and you think, phew, that was very close.
Young British family Lily, Simon and Layla are experiencing their first Aussie Christmas.
What do you think the weather is like here? Boiling hot!
We'll catch up with Londoner Marilyn.
See you later.
As she awaits a very special visitor.
I'm really nervous. Yeah. Silly, isn't it?
And we'll discover the reality of a dream life down under. Summertime in Australia starts on the 1st of December. So while people in the UK prepare for Christmas by wrapping up in scarves and jumpers, Sydney-siders flock to the beach to stay cool. However, British family Lily, Simon and daughter Layla are going shopping.
There were two monkeys who grew up together.
And this is no ordinary summertime trip to the shops.
Today we're going Christmas shopping. It's literally the most bizarre thing I'm experiencing because I beach weather and I've got to go now think of how to make my house look festive and snowy.
Having only been together in Sydney for 10 months, this young family are preparing for their first Christmas away from home.
Sai, I'm going to park you with Layla and I'm going to go and whiz around, okay? I think I'm going to go for something quite neutral that I can use for probably the next 20 years.
They transferred to Australia with work in 2010, earning much higher salaries in the process. Simon works in construction and Lily in financial news.